Hello friends, it's Mrs. Jane on Friends Day Wednesday, October the 14th, 2020, with all the news you can use about our fantastic day at school. Started in the middle of the week this time after our Columbus Day Indigenous People holiday, but that didn't slow us down at all. We jumped right into our routine and kept on going. So, starting at the beginning, our temperature check with Mrs. Ann, came down the stairs, hung up our backpacks and put our folders in the take-home box, sanitized our hands, put our t-shirts on the line, and then we actually spent a little extra time today at our tabletop activities. You see, to accommodate our picture day schedule, we stayed on the first half of our classroom so that the photographer could take all the pictures on the other side. Yeah, so it gave us plenty of time to concentrate on those tabletop activities. And what were those tabletop activities? Well, starting on table 1, we started something new with a name train. So each of the kids was given a name plate with their name spelled in capital letters and given some counting cubes with those capital letters, corresponding capital letters of their name in a little bag. We examined our name plates to look at the progression of the letters, what those letters were, before then attempting to put those counting cubes with the letters on them in the correct order of our names. So we're learning to spell our names with the counting cubes. And they fit together to make what we call a name train. After we assembled our own name trains, we compared them to Chrysanthemum's name train. You see, we read about Chrysanthemum a little while ago and how her name was so big. So we all had the opportunity to compare the size of our names to hers. It seems she has 13 letters in her name. Yes. She has quite a name there. And so we counted the letters in her name, we counted the letters in our name, we put those name trains close together so we could do some comparing and contrasting to see which was more. Then we counted to see how many more Chrysanthemums was. And after that, we moved on to a little fine motor work with our markers. This time we were going left to right from the rake to the leaves and colored some orange jack-o'-lanterns. On table number 2 today, let me get this one straight. That was a little time to do some number recognition with dinosaurs. We had our dinosaur mats, and there were an assortment of numbers on the dinosaur mat. We used our number cards, and as we flipped those over, we found the corresponding correct number on our dinosaur mat, and we put a little orange pom-pom on that. So number recognition there, and a little bit of listening to letter D at the same time, our new letter of the week. On table number 3, today we were decorating that D. And this time we took our letter D, we did some dabbing on that D with an orange bingo dabber. After that, on table number 4, it was time to rainbow trace letter C as we closed out letter C for the time being. And each of the kids did their rainbow writing on the letter C. We also filled in with a little building, a little patterning with 2 fall colors, red and yellow, in an A-B pattern. So each of those colors got a turn, alternating turn, to create our pattern. And then, of course, you have to count how many links are in that chain once you're done. So a little counting and a little patterning together. Then it was just about the time to board that choo-choo, but our photographer was still on the other side. So we took an abbreviated route today and came around the classroom over to our circle. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot. Our question of the week. Today, of course, being Wednesday, we had a question of the week. Sorry about that. So, question today was, do you like dogs or cats? And it seems when we analyzed our data today, we realized that mostly we're cat lovers in our group. Yeah, it seems that way. Out of the 13 members, 10 are cat lovers and only 3 dog lovers. Interesting findings, I would say. So back to that choo-choo train that led us to our circle. We had a moment to brainstorm some D words as well, and we have quite a sizable list already, even after our first attempt. In our circle, that was somewhat abbreviated as well. While we were in the library area, again, to accommodate our photographer. So we did have the opportunity to introduce our persons of the day, to have our pledge to the flag at least, look at our letter D and a little bit of color orange. And then we moved into a little dancing. And this time, one of the fan favorites, we did the Tootie Ta. And I'm sure there'll be some video of that coming along. It's a lot of fun. After that, parents, it was time for us to take a little break. And so, like I said, we really worked hard at those tabletops today. So we did head to the necessary room, then a little free read in the library, and then on to those delicious snacks that you sent from home. After our snacks, we headed to our center time. And today, lots of fun going on, starting with blocks and trucks, of course, and then in the housekeeping area, plenty of opportunity to dust or make dinner or have dessert or play with the dolls. Yeah, and then we had plenty of vehicles out to drive today. The doll houses came out. We have a Dora doll house and then another one as well. The dinosaurs came out today. You thought they were extinct, but there's still some left on Grand Island. And then, let's see, did I miss anything there? I don't think so. I think we got all of those things in. Oh, some drawing as well. And that library, there was more time for reading if you liked. And oh, just so that you know, parents, our art activity today and our literacy, we're just rescheduling that for Friday. So we'll get those in by the end of the week. Our story today was Room on the Broom, a fun Halloween tale. And then, of course, our closing circle, where we saw some very interesting show and tell items. We picked a new Lucky Ducky to take home our classroom book, had a little goodbye song, a little treat, and then out the door we went to catch up with you for the rest of our day. Couple of customer service announcements for you, parents. Let's make sure I get them all right. I like having my papers in front of me here. It's good for my memory, you know. Here we go. So, as we go forward towards Friday, we will still have color orange for us, still have letter D, so still time to get us some D words for our list. And I think that just about does it. So remember, folks, it's always a good day to have a good day at Jack and Jill. And if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, any comments, please reach out. We're here to hear and help. Talk to you soon. Bye now.